Not by some stranger, by your dad, your neighbor, your coworker, and maybe even a mechanic who should have known better. There are car myths so deeply embedded in driving culture that millions of people follow them every single day, convinced they're doing the right thing, while quietly damaging their vehicles and wasting hundreds of dollars every year. And the worst part? Some of these myths don't just waste your money, they actually cause the very problems they claim to prevent. Stick around, because by the end of this video, everything you thought you knew about your car might be completely wrong. Every driver picks up habits somewhere. Maybe your father told you to warm up the engine before driving. Maybe a friend swore that premium fuel makes any car run better. Maybe you read that you must change your oil every 3,000 miles or the engine will fall apart. These ideas get passed down like family recipes. Everyone repeats them. Nobody questions them. But automotive technology has changed dramatically. What made sense decades ago can actually hurt a modern vehicle today. And clinging to old myths isn't just embarrassing, it can cost you real money. We're talking about mistakes that lead to $500 unnecessary services, $1,200 premature part replacements, and thousands of dollars in engine damage caused by doing exactly what you thought was right. Myth 1. Warm up your engine before driving. Here's something almost every older driver believes without question. Before driving anywhere in cold weather, you let the car idle for 5 or 10 minutes. You've been told the engine needs time, the oil needs to circulate, that driving cold is dangerous. This made sense with old carbureted engines, but modern fuel-injected engines are completely different. Letting your car idle for 10 minutes does almost nothing useful. The engine warms up faster under light driving load than sitting still. And prolonged cold idling can wash cylinder walls with unburned fuel, degrading the oil film protecting your pistons and rings. The very habit you think protects the engine is quietly wearing it down. Start the car, wait 30 seconds, drive gently. That's it. That 10-minute idling habit wastes $150 to $300 in fuel every single year. Myth 2. Premium fuel makes any car run better. This one costs drivers real money at every single fill-up. Premium fuel has a higher octane rating. Octane is about resistance to pre-ignition, not energy content or cleanliness. If your engine isn't designed for high-octane fuel, running premium gives you 0 extra power and 0 better mileage. It just costs more. You're spending an extra 30 to 50 cents per gallon for absolutely nothing. For a driver filling up once a week, that's $150 to $250 wasted every single year. Your engine performs identically either way. Check your owner's manual. If it says regular unleaded, stop throwing money at a problem that doesn't exist. Myth 3. Change your oil every 3,000 miles. This might be the most expensive myth on the entire list. Modern synthetic oils last far longer than 3,000 miles. Most manufacturers recommend changes between 5,000 and 10,000 miles. Many full synthetic vehicles go 10,000 to 15,000 miles without any engine harm. A typical oil change costs $50 to $120. If you're changing it every 3,000 miles when your car only needs it every 7,500, you're paying for 2.5 times more services than necessary. Over 5 years, that's $600 to $1,000 in completely unnecessary expenses. Follow your manufacturer's recommendation. Not a number invented before modern lubricants existed. Myth 4. Always choose the cheapest repair estimate. Now here's where things get genuinely dangerous. A lot of drivers treat car repair like shopping for a television. Pick the lowest number and feel smart about saving money. For automotive repairs, that thinking can lead to catastrophic failures. The cheapest estimate is often cheap for a very specific reason: low-quality parts, skipped diagnostic steps, improper labor shortcuts. Here's a scenario mechanics see constantly. A driver gets quotes for a timing chain job. One shop quotes $900. Another quotes $1,600. The cheap shop skips resetting the timing properly. 3 months later, the engine jumps timing at highway speed. That repair bill hits $4,500. The $700 they saved cost them $4,500 plus a tow. Always ask what parts brand they're using. Ask if there's a labor warranty. A real repair done right is always cheaper than a cheap repair done wrong. Myth 5. Bigger tires always mean better performance. This one hurts truck and SUV owners especially hard. Oversized tires make your speedometer inaccurate, your odometer reads incorrectly, your ABS and traction control systems lose their calibration entirely. In some cases, the tires physically rub suspension components during turns, wearing down both the tires and the suspension underneath. And the performance gains people expect? They often never show up. Larger tires add rotational mass. The engine works harder. Fuel economy drops. Braking distances actually increase. Correcting the damage from improper tire fitment, including recalibrating systems and repairing worn suspension, runs $400 to $1,500, depending on severity. Stay within your manufacturer's approved size range. Everything outside that comes with consequences. Myth 6. Running your tank low destroys the fuel pump. Almost every driver has heard this one repeated with total confidence. There's a small truth buried here. Older fuel pumps did rely more on fuel submersion for cooling, but modern pump assemblies are far more robust and engineered to handle normal heat without constant submersion. Occasionally running near empty will not destroy your fuel pump on any predictable timeline. Where this myth genuinely hurts drivers is the anxiety it creates. People make more frequent small fill-ups, often paying higher prices at inconvenient stations just to never drop below half a tank. Over years of driving, that habit costs real money in premium fuel pricing and wasted time. Keep it reasonably fueled. Don't panic over a low fuel light.
Myth 7. Mixing oil brands damages your engine. This myth sounds just technical enough to feel credible. That's exactly what makes it dangerous. The belief is that different brands use incompatible additives, and that topping off with a different brand causes sludge, deposits, and accelerated wear. The truth is simple. All API-certified motor oils sold in the United States are formulated to be compatible with each other. Mixing two certified brands of the same viscosity will not harm your engine. But this myth creates a far more dangerous problem. Drivers afraid of mixing brands sometimes avoid topping off entirely when they're a quart low and don't have their usual brand available. Running an engine a quart low is genuinely damaging. Oil pressure drops, lubrication fails, and internal wear accelerates with every mile. Never run your engine low out of brand loyalty. That decision can turn a free top-off into a $2,000 bearing replacement. Myth 8. Dealer maintenance is always better quality. This myth costs drivers thousands every year, and the industry counts on you believing it. Dealerships employ technicians of varying skill levels, exactly like independent shops. A master technician at a well-run independent shop often carries more real-world diagnostic experience than a newer dealer technician. The price difference for routine work is significant and real. A dealer oil change on a common SUV runs $120 to $180. A reputable independent shop charges $60 to $100 for the exact same service. Brake pads at a dealer run $400 to $600 per axle. Independent shops charge $200 to $350 for identical quality work. Multiply that across 5 years, and the difference reaches thousands of dollars. Use dealers for warranty repairs and complex electronic diagnostics. For routine maintenance, a reputable independent shop saves you serious money without sacrificing quality. Myth 9. A new car needs no maintenance its first year. New car ownership creates a dangerous complacency that causes damage you won't see until 80,000 miles later. New engines still need timely oil changes. Some manufacturers recommend an early change around 3,000 to 5,000 miles, specifically to flush metal particles generated during engine break-in. Skip it, and those particles keep circulating, slowly scoring bearing surfaces with every revolution. That damage doesn't announce itself, it builds quietly. By 80,000 miles, a properly maintained engine runs strong, while a neglected one needs $2,000 to $6,000 in repairs. A new car deserves precise care from the very first mile. Neglect the early maintenance, and you'll pay for that decision years down the road. Myth 10. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This is the single most expensive myth on this entire list. By the time something visibly breaks, the damage is almost always far more costly than the maintenance that would have prevented it. Coolant becomes acidic over time and eats through gaskets and aluminum components. A coolant flush costs $100 to $150. The head gasket failure it prevents costs $1,500 to $3,000. Transmission fluid breaks down under heat. A transmission service costs $150 to $250. The rebuild it prevents costs $2,500 to $5,000. Timing belts are the most dramatic example. Replacement costs $400 to $900. When a neglected belt snaps at highway speed, it bends valves, destroys pistons, and turns a routine service into a $4,000 to $8,000 engine replacement. The vehicle will not warn you before these failures happen. Preventive maintenance is the only thing standing between your car running 200,000 miles and a breakdown that costs more than the car is worth. 10 myths, all of them costing real drivers real money right now. The drivers who follow actual manufacturer data and honest maintenance schedules spend less, break down less, and keep their vehicles far longer. The ones still following old garage folklore are funding the big repair bills. You now know the difference, and that difference is worth thousands of dollars. Drop a comment below if you've heard one of these myths repeated. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss what's coming next.